Hello, my lovelies. I'm just going to check I'm live everywhere I should be. Let's just have a little look. Everything takes a little bit longer. There's a bit of a delay between here and YouTube and Facebook, and I'm just hoping that I've got the right link and it's not just me here on my own. This is good. So YouTube is live. Also going to pop this in Facebook as well. So let's just wait for that to go live on Facebook. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't work. Welcome to day one of Wealth Activation Week here in our wonderful Money Alchemy world. Hi, Rachel. Thank you for joining. If you're here live, let me know in the comments. Hi, Annette. Good to see you, my lovely. It's looking like Facebook is working as well, which is always good to see. Always good to see. So I just need to just quickly pop this in there as well. I have to be a bit of a juggler as an online marketer these days. Hi, Abby. Hello, hello, hello. So, Wealth Activation Week. Hello, Lucian. Wealth is not helpful. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? I think I pressed the button. I think I clicked. So hopefully you can hear me now. Let me know. Let me know if you can, if you've got me back. Let me know if you've got me back. Um, yes. Thank you, Chantel. Thank you. Yes, Loretta. This is back as well. So yeah, it's back. That's good. I think as I was waving around, I think I accidentally clicked my mouse somehow and it turned my button off. It's because I'm so excited. I'm so excited. So Wealth Activation Week, as I was saying, is 5 sessions of hopefully half an hour to get you thinking about money in a way that activates it coming towards you. Okay. So today's theme is it's already here. Okay, this is something that we do a lot of in the challenge and also in Money Alchemy Academy, that it is already here. All right, because we often get programmed to believe that scarcity is what is around. And that's not to say that's not true. And also, abundance is true as well. So, our brains are super clever, okay? They are designed to confirm whatever it is we believe, right? That is why if you buy a bright yellow car and you think no one's got a yellow car, who has a yellow car? I know someone's going to say they've got a yellow car, right? But you buy a yellow car, you've never seen a yellow car before, and then all of a sudden you start seeing yellow cars everywhere. Like every man and his dog and woman and child has a yellow car, right? That's because your mind is designed to confirm what you believe. Okay. So if you've been taught all of your life to believe that money is scarce, that abundance is not for you, it's for other people, then what you're going to create is evidence to support that belief. Okay. Now, we can change that belief, even though it's hardwired into your system. And it's often hardwired not just from your life, but from your parents' life, your grandparents' life, and before that. One thing that we need to be really clear about is that there has never been a more abundant time than right now. Okay, there is more ease and comfort and safety in this world that we live in now than there has ever been. 100 years ago, that's when we would have known what real struggle was, right? And yet, and yet, we are the most stressed out, most struggling, most unhappy group of people ever to walk this planet. So people like 100 years ago were happier than we are now. They found life slightly easier than we do now. Like life has got easier for us, and yet our ability to see that has gone. Like we struggle to do that. So it's all about it's already here today. Okay, it's already here. Now, I just want to give you a bit of a health warning. The work that we do in my world is deliberately triggering. Now, I'm not here to, like, I don't mean like I'm here to traumatize you or anything like that. I'm here to say, look, you have thought about money this way all of your life. You may have had instances where you thought about money differently, but then you reverted back to your old way of thinking. Okay. When I say this work is triggering, it's because you are going to end up seeing that another belief can also be true, which is hard for us to accept because once we know that, the truth is we can't unknow that. We can pretend, we can deny, but the truth is deep down we know that. Okay, so I'm going to show you through this week different ways to activate your wealth, things you can do during your day-to-day life. Okay, and most of you will take it on board and you will do it and you will love it. But there will also be some people who just cannot take it in. And that's okay, right? All that means is now is not the right time. Okay, because I truly believe that everyone is capable of creating abundance. I know that because it is your divine right, because it's everyone's divine right. Yeah. However, we're not always ready to hear that. Okay. So be prepared to be a little bit triggered, to be pushed out of your comfort zone, because for the longest time I can remember, I've always known that the comfort zone is where all your dreams go to die. Tough love. Yeah. If you're in your comfort zone, none of your dreams are going to happen. That's the truth. And I talk with my clients about the discomfort of expansion. All right. And if you're constantly expanding, then you're constantly feeling uncomfortable. Yeah. So what we do in my world is we expand and then we rest and then we expand and then we rest. So it's not too uncomfortable all the time for you. But being offered a different belief is going to be uncomfortable. All right. It might be exciting in your thinky space in your head, but in your subconscious mind and in your body, you may find that you get some trigger feelings. Yeah. Like when I get triggered, I get a lump in my throat and it feels like a rock and I can't swallow and I can't talk. Yeah. You might find, oh, well, it's made my heart go a bit funny, right? Just make sure it's not medical. Please double check that. It's like this is what can happen when we challenge your beliefs, your core belief that money is scarce, that abundance is not for everyone. Who's here for a bit of discomfort and a bit of stretch? Let me know in the comments. I've got two screens open. Lots of you lovelies here, which is amazing. Who's here? This is the 10-second delay on YouTube and Facebook where I'm like, no one wants to do it. Yeah, Lucy ends up for it. I've got one of you at least. Yeah, Casey is. Yay, Joe. Jill, amazing. Yeah, some of you coming through now. Annette, Rachel, love it. Love it, love it. That's good news. You're probably in the right place then. So today may seem a little bit simple, but it's really, really powerful because we're often so focused on what we don't have or what's missing that we fail to see and acknowledge the wealth that's already in our lives. And here's the magic, right? The moment you start noticing it, it grows. All right. I like one of the things that I realize when my money starts to go a bit tight is, I'm not looking for it. Okay, I'm not looking for where it already is. I'm looking and seeing, sales are slowing down. Instead of where is the money already? Where is it? Okay, because it's already here. It is already here. Okay, so the moment you start noticing it, the more it grows, right? This is like a beautiful snowball. It's it's based on gratitude, but we're focusing on money. The more gratitude you have, the more gratitude you have, the more gratitude you have. And it works the same with money and abundance. Okay. And today I want to help you open up your eyes to what's been there all along. Okay. Now, I remember when, like, in my entire life, like, I have felt so stuck financially. I felt like nothing was working and that the support I needed to create the wealth that I wanted just wasn't there. And as I look back, I realized that actually there were so many moments where money or support actually showed up. I just wasn't paying attention, or I was dismissing it like it didn't count. Okay. It was like I had blinders on, like what are they called? Blinkers, blinders, yeah, put on horses. Yeah. All I could see was lack. And then when I started noticing the little things, the small moments where abundance had shown up for me, my energy shifted and more abundance started to flow. So let's take off those blinders today. Yeah. So why do we, I've given you a few clues. Why do we not see the abundance that's in front of us? Just pop some ideas in the comments. Why don't we see the abundance that's in front of us? Pop it in the comments. Let's see if you were listening or if you've got any other ideas. Yeah, Susan said it's too familiar. Like the lack and the scarcity is our familiarity. That's what we're used to seeing, right? That's what we're used to seeing. We're used to seeing money not being there. Yeah. Veronica says, because my focus and attention has been on lack. Exactly. Jill says, negative mindset. I love this phrase, Errol. Lackology. Yeah. Katie says, because we're not paying attention or being present. Exactly that. Charlotte says, anxiety can stop us. Yeah. All of these things take us back into this fear. Yeah. Take us back into this fear that money is scarce. Yeah. Chantel, we've been conditioned to focus on what we don't have. We absolutely have. Okay. And even when we get what we want, what do we do? What do we do when we get what we want? See if anyone's got any ideas on this. I've been on a real deep shadow work journey this year, and understanding what I do when I get what I want is really interesting. Whilst you're sharing yours in the comments, remember I tell you about my Amazon business, which got to $100,000 in turnover in about 9 months. It was on track to be so successful. I got what I wanted. I was getting thousands of dollars paid into my bank account every 2 weeks. And my nervous system didn't like it. It wanted me to go back into lack. So I had a massive meltdown. I shut everything down and stopped it. Like that's the extreme. I stopped it. I got what I want and I stopped it. Yeah. Yeah. Tracy says we want more, right? We don't even stop for a minute and go, wow, that was amazing. We just go, right, what's next? Lucian says we still focus on what we don't have. I've got this amazing example of this. Like years ago, when I was trying to get my first 10K month in this business, in Money Alchemy, I was like, I want a 10K month. I was doing all the manifesting things, all the rituals, all the checks, all of that. And month on month, it wasn't happening. And then I was reminded, I think, by my accountant that actually my other business had been doing £10,000 months for the last 3 months. And I was like, yeah, but I don't want that £10,000. I want that £10,000. So I was like, yeah, but it didn't come the way I wanted it to. So actually, I don't want that. I want it to come from here. So I was focused on what I still didn't have, which was £10,000 a month coming through Money Alchemy. But on my other business, it was coming through month on month on month, and I completely ignored it. So I was focusing on what I didn't have at the time, and that was a £10,000 month in Money Alchemy. Yeah. Audrey, great. We forget to be grateful. Exactly. We forget to be grateful. We don't feel it, do we? Oh, Annette, really powerful there. We think we don't deserve it. Yeah. One of the reasons I had the meltdown about my business was because I thought that I was doing something illegal because I didn't actually deserve it. I thought the IRS was going to extradite me and all this kind of thing. They were never going to do that. But that I had like I felt like I didn't deserve it. Like that meant like I'd done something wrong, like I'd got it by ill-gotten gains or something, you know? Yeah. Susan, exactly. We dismiss it. We don't value it. Like me, with I don't want that £10,000. I want that £10,000. Love that, Chantel. Yeah, we don't acknowledge that we created it. So many times I've caught myself going, it's just a fluke. Well, I was gifted it, so it doesn't count. I didn't earn it, so it doesn't matter. Well, it didn't come the way I thought. I wanted to sell one package, and instead I sold 5 courses or something like that. Like we don't acknowledge that we created it. Yeah, we dumb it down and we break it. Yeah, Susan, like I did, we break it, we smash it into 1,000 pieces so it can't be rebuilt. Yeah, let's have a look over on Facebook. Where have we got to? Sabotage. Leslie, great word. Yeah. Charlotte says, move on. We move on. I've just lost that. Charlotte. Where's she gone? Move on. Oh, I keep jumping around. Move on to the next thing to worry about. Yes, we focus on the next thing, the next goal, or next milestone. Yet we struggle with the worthiness and deserving the beliefs and stories we tell ourselves, and sometimes not acknowledging and busy on what's next, self-sabotage. Yes, right? All of these things are things that we do. And I want you to just think about how long do you allow yourself to feel proud, happy, exuberant? How long, if you feel it at all, how long do you allow that? How long does your mind allow that before it chips in with a yeah, but, yeah, but you didn't get it in that business, Eloise, you got it in that business. How long do you allow yourself, if at all, to feel proud of yourself? How long do you allow yourself to feel abundant, to feel happy, like you've achieved something? How long do you celebrate for? How long do you allow that before your subconscious mind chimes in with, or it could sometimes be your ego as well. Yeah, yeah, but that's just a fluke. Yeah. Not long, Tracy says, right? And I think if like some of us will celebrate, others of us will be like, just okay, tick onto the next thing. Like there's no, we don't allow ourselves to feel abundant, right? Yeah, Lucienne, to be fair, it's something I really wanted a fair amount of time. It's straight up cash, barely a day or two, and that's big money. Yeah, and Lucienne has a personality that finds it easy to celebrate. Yeah, so even she's saying it's only a day or two, right? So, like, we aren't creating conditions to support our new belief that abundance is everywhere because we don't allow ourselves to sit in that wonderful feeling. We are really comfortable sitting in lack and scarcity, though, aren't we? Let's face it. Let's face it. We are comfortable. We are more comfortable with lack and scarcity than we are abundance and happiness. We don't allow ourselves. Brené Brown calls it waiting for the other shoe to drop. Like a shoe drops above you on a floor, and you're just waiting for the other shoe to drop. Yeah. And so this reinforces our belief that, money is not everywhere, abundance is not everywhere. And then because we're thinking negative thoughts, we create more proof that negative thoughts and lack and scarcity are there. And we might even manifest a big thing that takes everything that we've just manifested away from us. Yeah. Do not underestimate the power of the vibration that you put out into the world. Okay. Your reality is a reflection of your vibration. And I know that sucks. Trust me. Trust me. Okay. I know that sucks. And so it's simply a case of changing your vibration. I'm kidding. It is simply a case of changing the energy that we're putting out into the world. But whilst it's simple, it's not easy. Let's just acknowledge that it's not easy. Even when amazing things happen to us, we start with that, yeah, but what if? Yeah, but what if? Yeah, but what if? And yeah, but what if? Yeah. We talk ourselves out of it. Yeah. Right. Okay. So we are blind to abundance. And if it pops into our eye line, we move it out as quick as possible. Yeah. Now, this happens even if you've been working on your money mindset for a while, because money work isn't once and done. You can't take a course and then it's just tick, it's done, right? That course is going to improve things. And you have to think of money work as a yoga practice. It's like yoga, all right? You can practice it all your life. It is never done. You can't win yoga. It's just done. It's just not done, right? It's not done. You just keep practicing. That's what this is. And I think a lot of people come to this work looking for a quick fix. And whilst, yeah, you can absolutely manifest a lot of money really fast, and I have, because the foundation inside of you, the energy, the mindset, the belief is shaky, it will fritter away in many different ways. And then it will feel like proof that you're not meant to have money. Well, I had three £10,000 months and it never happened again. So maybe I was never meant to have that. Yeah, maybe it was just an accident. Yeah. So we are blind to abundance and we make ourselves blinder. Okay. I'm not sure if blinder is a word, more blind. Yeah. If it comes into our field of vision, we push it away. Okay. So I want you to think about something that often comes up is, I don't have the support I need to create abundance. All right. Who here feels like they don't have the support they need to create abundance? Let's have a little look on Facebook. Oof. I told you it was going to be big, didn't I, Tracy? Oof. Yeah. So who doesn't feel they have the support they need to create abundance? Be honest. Be honest. Yeah, Errol says me. Yeah. Maybe I can create it, but I don't have the support to hang on to it. There, thank you. Yeah, Lucienne's one of my one-to-one clients, so she has me, so she's all good. But that's a really good point. Okay. You all have me. You all have my team. You all have my challenges. Right? You can all have my book. Yeah. There is support here for you. There is support here for you. In the group, we have 5 posts every week, and they may seem simple, but you will, if you do them every single day, you will change your way of being with money. You can ask questions in the group. Yeah. You can ask, you can attend all of the stuff that I do, the free and the paid stuff. If you aren't showing up for these things, if you aren't showing up for the daily posts and you aren't showing up for the lives and you aren't showing up for, everything else that I do, the challenges, then I want you to just ask yourself a question. Is it that you don't have support, or is it that you aren't accessing that support? This is something my coach asked me, and I was like, oh, uncomfortable, uncomfortable, uncomfortable. And if you aren't accessing the support, you can access it. That's the alternative. You can access it, right? I know it can be hard to find people outside of our group that get what we're doing here, but inside of this group, we get it and we're here. Myself, my team, all the stuff that we do, yeah, you can access it. How many people buy books like mine and don't finish them? Like there's support in these books. Yep. Yes, I know, right? I know, right? And I say this because like it was said to me and I was like, aha, yeah, that's squeaky. That is squeaky. Yeah. It is squeaky. I'm not going to lie. Like, we have to face the fact that we are blinkered to abundance and the support that can get us to the abundance. Yeah. Yes, well done, Chantel. I've realized I've not been making this a priority in my life as much as I could be. Well done for noticing that. Like, so many people say, I really want to earn more money. I really want to create more money. I really want to manifest more money. And then it's not a priority. And that's okay. But if you want it to change, you have to prioritize it, don't you? And I think it's Tony Robbins, but lots of people have said this. What you focus on grows. Where energy goes, where focus goes, energy flows, or something like that. I've probably butchered that quote. Yes, if only, Susan. Yeah, if only they did, right? Could you imagine if we could just like breathe it in, or like it would just go in through our skin? That would be amazing, wouldn't it? So I am definitely going to overrun. I always do. I know this. So what I want you to do now, we're going to do a little shift in terms of our abundance awareness. Okay, it's like an abundance consciousness, really, becoming conscious of the abundance that you have already had. Okay, because when we look back over our lives, my story is I grew up in poverty. I've always struggled all my life up until the last few years, right? That's my story. And when I did this exercise, I was like, is that story even true? Has it ever been true? Yeah. So what I'd love for you to do is to sit with your feet on the ground if you can. Don't worry if you can't. If you're laying on the bed, that's fine as well. And I want you to just take a nice deep breath in. But when you breathe in, I want you to remember that when you breathe in, your tummy should expand. I say this because I know that I attract a lot of people who have nervous system dysregulation, and that can affect the way that we breathe. Okay, if you're finding breathing easy, that's perfect. But when you breathe in, I want you to expand your tummy, okay, with the breath. So deep breath in. And now let your tummy release as you breathe out. When we are completely dysregulated, often we do the opposite, which means our diaphragm isn't getting involved very well. So take a lovely deep breath in and expand your tummy. And release. Let your tummy come in. Lovely. And take another deep breath in. And release. And if you feel called, just close your eyes. And if not, just allow your focus to soften. Put everything down. Just allow your focus to soften. You can do this just by listening to me. You don't have to see me to do this. And I want you to imagine that you are walking through your life from 10 years ago until now. So 2014 until now. Just call to your memory, whether you see it, feel it, hear it, or just know it, the key moments in that 10 years. Perhaps it was moving home, changing jobs, setting up a business, making new connections. So from 2014 to now. And as you walk through this time, ask yourself, where did abundance or support show up? And maybe I missed it at the time. Where did abundance or support show up that I missed at the time? And maybe it was some cash from your friend, an unexpected payment or refund. Maybe you were scared that you weren't going to make your bills, and all of a sudden, somehow you did. Maybe it was the opportunities that led you to where you are now. And as you look over this last 10 years, in each moment, just pause and recognize the abundance that you didn't notice before. Notice all the times that money was there for you, all the times that money was there for you. And imagine picking these moments up like you're gathering gems along a path. All the times that money was there for you. Pick up those gems as you're moving along your path. Some of them might not be obvious. They might be hidden under a memory of a conversation or an event. Some of them might be buried, but you sense they're there. You dig them out with ease, picking them up, gathering your gems along the path. And as you come back to today in 2024, breathe in the realization that money and support has always been there for you, even in ways you didn't expect or didn't see at the time. Notice how frequently money was there for you, how many gems you collected, how many gems of support there were as well. And even though some of them might be muddy and dusty, they are still sparkling at you. And now you've collected your gems. Take a lovely deep breath in and release it. And know that you've opened your awareness to what's already there, what's always been there. Take another deep breath in. And I want you to, as you breathe out, carry this energy with you throughout this week and beyond. Take another deep breath and know that you will notice the more you practice this. Breathe out. The world is going to reveal its hidden treasures to you from your past, your present, and your future. One more time, deep breath in. Wealth comes in so many forms, and when you acknowledge it, it grows. And feel your feet. Give them a little wriggle. Come back into your awareness of the present moment with my voice here live on YouTube or Facebook, wherever you are. And you might notice a yawn. A yawn is a release of stuck energy, and it's very powerful in money work. Now, for the rest of today until, well, actually forever, I'm going to set the goal of forever, but do this as much as you can. Notice every little piece of abundance that shows up, no matter how small. This could be as simple as finding a penny on the street or receiving a compliment or an offer of help. Maybe it's even feeling the sun on your skin. That feeling of warmth creates the same feeling of love in your heart. And love is the same feeling that money creates when you allow it in. Yeah. Every time you catch one of these moments, I want you to say, I see you, abundance, and put your attention on it. So, how was that for you? How was your gems? Anita said, yep, the yawn. Oh, Lucienne said the yawning begins. I love doing that. I love looking at, how much money we talk a lot about how much money hasn't been there for us, but we never really look at how much money has been there for us. Now, I look at my life of scarcity and poverty and struggle, and with the blinders on, I feel like it's been 95% struggle. When I do that activity, I actually realize that money has been there for me probably 90 to 95% of the time. Now, if I had a friend that was there for me that much, I'd be like, she's a great friend, right? But instead, we just dismiss money as though, yep, she's not there. She's not there. Even though she's there all the time, she's not there. It's not enough. She's not good enough. She's not there enough. Yeah. So just think about how we are thinking about money, how you are thinking about money. I love that, Julie. Julie had too many gems to carry, right? Like, that's an abundance in itself, isn't it? Like, think about all the times that money actually has been there for you. Yes, there will have been times when money was not there for you, but they are in the tiny minority of times. Yeah. Versus the vast majority of times that money has been there for you. Yeah. So when we start to focus on all the times that money has been there for us, we start to see things differently. Yeah. So let me know. Oh, Veronica liked that. Katie loved it. And she said, funnily, I was gathering my crystals and putting them back where they belong whilst listening to you. It was meant to be, right? I love this. I love it. I love it. I love it. So, your homework for today is to remember that money has been there for you and start programming that into yourself. Yeah? Start programming that. Money has been there. There, of course, have been times, like I said, very small handful of times when money hasn't been there for me in my life. But the overwhelming majority of times in my life, money has been there for me. Now, would I have liked more? Yes. But that goes back to that when you get it, you want more, right? And that is something that does come up. It's something that we talk about in my programs. So, who is going to start looking for abundance, looking for money rather than seeing it as scarce? Who's going to commit to that? Let me know in the comments. Who is going to start doing that? And whilst you're thinking about that, yay! Love it. People are doing it. Amazing. Whilst you're doing that, I want to let you know that tomorrow we have Wealth Activation Week day 2 going live like this, hopefully, if everything works perfectly. On YouTube and in Facebook. It's definitely better if you can join me on the YouTube. It tends to work better. It's more reliable. So I'm using YouTube to rely on more often now. Okay, good. So I want to tell you about something that you can do to take this work even further, and it is a day of money. Okay, a day of money in person, live with me and one of my incredible business buddies. I will be sharing more information about that. Now, I'm running this day on the 7th of November, and it is just an incredible day of money. And I'm not talking like me just talking. It's going to be a workshop, lots of little workshops within it, ways to uncover the things that are stopping you with your abundance and how to unlock those. There are only 8 spaces left on this live event, and there is a payment plan to make it so accessible. So if you would like to come and join us, I'm just going to pop the link in the comments for you. I'll even put on lunch for you. I'll even put on lunch for you. So come along, have some gorgeous lunch with a gorgeous group of lovelies. Come and do some amazing money revealing and healing, and you will leave the day feeling like a new person when it comes to money. I pretty much guarantee that, because that's what everyone who came to my last day did. So tickets are on sale. There's only 8 places left. 8 places left. I did that differently that time, didn't I? Yeah, 8 places left. Come and join us. Okay, it's in Eastleigh, which is where I live. It's very connected, so it's easy to get to. There's airports, there's train stations, there's bus stations, and loads of motorway links as well. I'm holding it at a hotel up the road from my house, and they're doing the food for us. So come and join the Day of Money. Because if you're already feeling shifts just on this call, that whole day, I mean, just wait and see what we can do in a whole day together in a small group where we dive deeper into these processes. Yeah, amazing. So come and join us. I've dropped the link into the chats. It isn't spelt wrong. It is, no, it's not true. It is spelt wrong because I spelled it wrong when I set up the page. So it's live event, but there's only one E in between live and event. Okay, so if you click the link, it's going to be better than typing it. So if you click the link, it will open on the page. Errol, it is in Eastleigh. It's not too far from Wales. I think you could do it in 2 hours. We are just off the M3. So where I used to work in Wales, and I used to go in the morning and be there by lunchtime easily. So yes, Veronica's coming. Yay. Come and join us. Because like I said, this is just a snippet. I can't do loads, although I have overrun as always. But come and really experience it. We'll be able to give you like real, it's going to be really intimate and exciting and fun and releasing. It's going to be great. It's going to be great. I can't wait. So come and join us for a Day of Money in Eastleigh, UK. Yeah, Trace is coming, Lucien's coming. Yeah, so come and join us. Come and join us. All the VIP tickets sold out really fast, so we've only got like general tickets, but yeah, we've got 8 places left. Come and join us. I will see you tomorrow for Wealth Activation Week. Remember to see the gems and pick them up. That's your homework for today. And if you are ready to experience more of this, then come and join me on the live event. Right, I will see you tomorrow. Have a great evening. See you later.